Es hora de comer. Es hora de comer. What's good, y'all? It's Kyla, and you're watching Kyla Gets Cash TV. Today, I am doing my top Netflix and Hulu suggestions, so let's get into it. First, I'm going to do my honorable mentions. This show just recently got taken off of Netflix, and that is really devastating because I used to watch this show all the time, and that is The Office. If you did not watch The Office when it was on Netflix, then what were you doing? How to Get Away with Murder with the Viola Davis. She needs an award for this show. She needs something because she acted her butt off. The title really explains it. It's How to Get Away with Murder. They're trying to get away with murder. Her and five students. And, you know, it's just a really good show if you're into drama and thrillers and murder mystery. You is very interesting. It's not like any other show that I've watched. I haven't seen the second season yet, but because I really haven't had time, but I am planning to watch the second season. But yeah, it's a really good show. It's really interesting, and the first season, like the last episode or so, it really has a like a jaw dropper. Okay, I'm gonna have to do my perfume. Safe. This show has a lot of little plot twists, and the more that you watch it, the more secrets unravel, and it's like a big mess, but it all comes together, and it's a really good show. This next show I suggest is called Containment. It's about a virus, a deadly virus,
coronavirus,
comes to Atlanta, and the people in Atlanta, they have to be put inside sort of like a circle, like they're barricaded in. So some people are outside of the circle, like, you know, with food and grocery stores and all that. And then some people are inside of it, and the people inside are like, they're going crazy because like there are dead bodies on the street. Everybody's dying from this virus on the inside, and like they don't know when they're gonna get out. The next movie is Would You Rather. This movie, it's a good movie. I know I'm saying that for a lot of stuff, but that's because it is. This next movie is called Hush. It's about a lady who goes into the woods for peace and quiet, and she's doing work in like a little house that, you know, she's whatever, like she's in a house by herself, and a masked like killer, murderer or whatever, he comes to the house, and it's about her trying to escape that. Did I mention that she was deaf? So yeah, she can't hear him like sneaking up on her, like trying to get in the house or anything, but you know, like he can hear her. There's a lot of hype around this next movie. It's called Death Note, and it's an interesting movie. I really liked it. It is a sort of like thriller horror. This next movie is called Circle. Now, Circle is one of my favorite movies, and it has some funny parts, but it's like I guess you can categorize it.
What did he say?
You can categorize, that's it, you can categorize it as horror or scary or thriller. Pretty much it's people who are standing up on these little circles inside of like a room. Nobody knows how they got there, but eventually as you get further into the movie, they have to pick the next person that just like disappears or dies, I guess, by voting them out. So it's like, I don't know, I would say like 30 people in the room, and then those 30 people have to vote for one person to go out. And it's like pregnant people, it's black people, it's white people, it's racist, like it's all type of people from all type of cultural groups and everything in the room, and they have to essentially kill off each other until there's one person left. This movie, the ending made me so mad, and that is See You Yesterday. It's a good movie. I would still suggest it, but it did make me mad. I'm about to play the trailer.
When we get this up and running, we gonna be out of here. Stanford, Morehouse, Spelman.
Hey, ring the alarm. Hey, whoa.
This is something Einstein spent his entire life trying to do.
We proved that time travel into the past is possible.
If we just give it some time.
And out of
Scary, but you inspire me. You going places, CJ, and since Pops is gone, I gotta make sure that you get this.
I don't need you always playing Big Brother.
I'm the only big brother you got. NYPD don't move!
Calvin Walker, a 19-year-old black teen, was allegedly shot and killed by an NYPD officer. Walker was armed with nothing but a cell phone.
I am so sorry about all of this. If I could go back and fix it, I would.
This next movie is a movie that I just recently watched. It was probably the last movie that I watched, and that is called The Vanished. The majority of the suggestions that I had were for Netflix, but I do have a couple for Hulu, and the first one I'm going to go to is Love Island, the UK version. I think that's the only one on Netflix, Hulu, but if it is, I would start with the UK version. And it's really interesting. It's like reality. So they start out with 6 girls, 6 boys, and they're just trying to find love. And at the end, the public votes, and whoever they feel like is most in love, they get money, and then they have to see if they're going to share it with each other or take it off of themselves. The Cabin in the Woods. This is a scary movie. I can't watch scary movies by myself, so I would suggest watching this with somebody. But, I'm just built different. I can't watch scary movies by myself. This next show is so good. Like, me explaining it to you, like, you have to go watch it for yourself. I can't, it's just like, I can't explain it to you.
Okay. Whatever that means.
And that Little Fires Everywhere. The show is about 2 different families. It's about 2 different families, and they are pretty much the opposite of each other. I don't want to say opposite, but they do have major differences. So it shows how these families interact with each other, and just it really goes into each individual life of the person in each family. And it's called Little Fires Everywhere because within the 2 families there is a lot of little fires, little situations, little problems that start out as little fires, and then at the end you see how it just becomes a big fire, and it's like everything is falling apart at the same time. Married at First Sight is the next show. This show is kind of funny. I watched the last season. I believe that's like, I want to say season 14, but that's the only season that I watched. But I'm about to go and watch the previous seasons because it's funny to see how not married people, so what this is about is you would go to like this little love expert lady, and she would make you fill out this thing. She would come to your house, see how you live, and then she would pair you with who she thinks that you would be most compatible with. And you wouldn't meet that person, you wouldn't see that person until the wedding day, and after that you would see if the marriage could last. I haven't personally seen this movie. I think it's a show. Yeah, it's a show. I haven't watched this show, but there has been a lot of hype around it, and I can't wait to watch it. And it's called The Act on Hulu, and it's about Dee Dee Blanchard is overprotective of her daughter Gypsy, who is trying to escape the toxic relationship she has with her mother. Gypsy's quest for independence opens up a Pandora's box of secrets, which ultimately leads to murder. Hold on now. Hold on, run that back, Turbo. Who get killed? I might go watch that right now. This looks good. Thank y'all for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, or if you are going to watch some of the movies that I suggested in TV shows, then you should like, comment, share, subscribe, all that jazz. And I'm going to list all of the movies and TV shows, and if they're on Netflix or Hulu, that's going to be on the side, so you could screenshot that right now. Thank y'all for watching. Let me know what videos y'all want to see more of.